Let's talk about product research. If I would have to pinpoint one practical skill, which is the most important thing for dropshipping, I would say it's product research. Product research is going to be the thing which is going to determine if it's going to be easy for you to sell a product or if it's going to be difficult for you to sell a product. If you're just starting out, you have no clue what you're doing, you have no clue about marketing, you maybe read some studies about psychology, but whatever. Overall, you have no clue about anything. You need to make your life easy. You need to make your life easy by selecting a product which is easy to sell. And this video is going to be about exactly that. How do you actually select a good product? How do you make sure that you only test the best ones? And also, where do you find those products? This is the second part of the series where I'm going through the entire dropshipping business model. The last video was about the expectations and the mindset of dropshipping in general. So what can you expect going into dropshipping? What are realistic results? What is not realistic? Because trust me, there's a lot of misinformation and bullshit on YouTube and everybody makes it seem like it's super simple. So the second video is going to be this one, and that's product research. The third one is going to be about the store creation. So how do you actually make a store that converts? And the video after that is going to be about ads. So how do you make an ad which just gets people to click onto your store itself? So all of those things are the fundamentals, but let's start with the most important one, product research. First of all, you need to be extremely selective with the products you test. So what you should definitely not do is just go out there and find a product which is problem solving, has a lot of AliExpress orders, has the wow effect, and has a few competitors, and you basically see that somebody's doing well with it, meaning that you can also just take over and do the same thing by yourself. This is not how it works. You need to be more selective with the product you pick. So whenever you make a list of products, all of the products you put into the sheet need to fit all of your criteria. And don't settle for less. Don't settle for a product which doesn't fit every single criteria. I would recommend to you to actually make it a little bit more sophisticated and put in at least 10 criteria into that sheet and make sure that every single product which you put into the sheet fits those criteria. This instantly is going to eliminate a lot of the products which are out there. And that's good because, again, you want to make your life easier. Also, generally, how you go about product research to not waste time is you need to think about all the platforms where you can do product research, and we're going to get to that. But first of all, obviously, you need to go one by one. Let's say that the first product research method you're going to do is with AdSpy. It's just like a tool which you can use to find products. So we start with AdSpy, and instead of you just going to AdSpy and searching for products and then seeing an amazing product and then searching more about the product and getting into the rabbit hole, the first thing you need to do is not get distracted. Whenever you see a product which catches your attention, you cannot go into the rabbit hole of searching more about that product. This is going to be very tempting, but you can't do it. So the first thing you need to do is go to volume. You need to search a bunch of products, have a list of just the product name and a link to the AdSpy link or whatever, some sort of link where you just have those two things, product name, link, product name, link, product name, link. And you make a list of at least like 30 products. And then you double check every single product with a set of criteria which you have. So for example, one criteria which you could set for yourself is it easy to make a creative for this? So do I have the opportunity to actually make good videos for that product? Yes or no? If it doesn't fit that criteria, and that's one of the main criteria you basically have, you instantly just throw that product out the window. And you do that one by one. Does it have a good margin? Does it have this? Is it saturated? Does it have a proven concept? You go through all of your criteria and just double check. Does my product fit that criteria? And this is the way to do product research. Most of you guys get this wrong. Most of you guys think you just need to find a product which you personally like. And I can tell you one thing, none of the criteria you're going to set for yourself is, do I like that product? That's not a criteria. It doesn't count. So even if you like the product, don't waste your time with it if it doesn't fit the main criteria. Because in the end of the day, you don't deserve a personal opinion. If you're starting out, you don't have a personal opinion. Your opinion doesn't matter because you don't know what is good and what is bad. Only after seeing winner after winner after winner, and you've already tested like a bunch of products, you see what a winning product looks like and what a losing product looks like. At some point, you're going to develop that eye, and then your opinion starts to count a little bit more. Before that, it doesn't. Also, I'm going to let you in onto a little secret. Everybody who's telling you that the product research methods, so where you find a product, are super complicated, is lying. There's just a few product research methods out there. Number one is softwares. For example, AdSpy, Mania, PP Ads. There's a bunch of softwares which are just going to spy on ad platforms and they're going to show you which products are doing well. I'm not saying they're bad, they're actually great. You should definitely use those tools. There's tons of really good tools. Number two is the ad platforms themselves. So Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever. So for example, on Facebook, you just go onto the ad library and type in specific keywords, and you're gonna see a bunch of products which are fitting that keyword. Pinterest, that's actually a great one. If you go to Pinterest, search dogs, you're gonna see in between the posts ads which are popping up, and those ads are actually products which are in a lot of the cases dropshipping products. And that you can basically do on all the platforms. Literally just scrolling around on TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, just to see ads which are popping up in between. By the way, there are really good Chrome extensions which just filter out all the posts and just let you see only ads themselves, which is just making everything super helpful, and you can scroll much quicker. So if you actually want to get that extension, just DM me on Instagram, I'm going to send it your way. But basically just scrolling is an amazing way to do product research. Keep in mind, do not get distracted, especially on TikTok. If you're just scrolling on there, it's very, very easy to actually start watching the videos in between instead of just looking at the ads. So that's a pitfall you shouldn't fall into. The next thing you can do on those platforms is basically go searching for organic posts. And here again, we have a bunch of categories. First category is TikTok Organic. TikTok Organic is basically accounts which are promoting one product. You again just scroll around, and every time you see a post like that, keep in mind to like it, to save it, to follow the account, just so TikTok shows you more of those accounts. So whenever you scroll in TikTok, you see a TikTok Organic video, save that, do all of the things, and then TikTok is going to recommend more and more and more videos like that to you. And again, you're going to just see those products. The main thing is just getting exposure, so just seeing the products themselves. The other category for organic posts is shout out from influencers or meme pages. So on Instagram, you're basically going to be able to find a bunch of pages which are either in a niche or general, but you're going to see tons of shout outs on there. And that's actually the way I started dropshipping generally. And I know that there's a very specific method on how you can find extremely good and proven products which are working right now for sure that you can actually sell. First of all, let me just explain to you the concept. You basically just find a meme page, and if you see that they have a link in bio, which could be a dropshipping product, you click on it. So here on this one, you for example see that it's not a dropshipping product, which is linked in the bio. You just scroll down, you just basically click on the drop down menu on the right, and then you go through all the pages which you can see, which potentially could have those links. And here you can clearly see Wand of Fire. So this is definitely a dropshipping product, and that's basically how you can find a product like this, which is selling right now. And some dropshipper just paid this page to actually post a video. I don't know if it's still up there or not, but somewhere on this page, there should be a video posted, or they just already took it down and just forgot to take the link out of the bio. So going through all those pages is going to be super helpful. And one thing you need to keep in mind is nobody ever buys a shout out from a huge page from the get-go. So for example, if you see a page with like 10 million followers, it was really expensive to buy a shout out from them, meaning that the dropshipper first tested that product out on other pages. This means that 100,000% this is working for him for a fact. It was working for him on smaller pages, and that's how he worked his way up to the bigger ones, meaning that he had positive returns on the smaller shoutouts. This is a really good sign, and this means that it definitely has proven concept and it is working for somebody else, which obviously is a strong indicator of a winning product. However, don't forget about your criteria list. If you see an AK-47 product like this and you try to advertise it, you're gonna get blocked instantly. So one of the criteria needs to be, is it advertising friendly? And things like that you have to keep in mind. I basically discovered that method by accident because I just caught myself doing exactly that. I started out back in the day just with those shoutouts. I was super broke and I was afraid to buy an expensive shoutout for like $500 before I actually have a proven concept for my product and those pages. So what I did was I first bought shoutouts on like $20 pages. When I saw, all right, this product's selling, now I'm gonna try a $50 page. Now I'm gonna try a $100 page. And I was working my way up there. And when you see a big shoutout, you can instantly tell, all right, this is not the first shoutout they did. This is a place where they already invested a bunch of money in before, it worked, and now they do this. The last thing you can also do, instead of going to Instagram meme pages or pages in general, you can actually find influencers. So real people who are promoting products as well. You're going to see less dropshipping products on there. It's going to be more branded products. So that's not the ideal way. But all those methods combined are basically the main things you can do. Obviously, the other thing is also going to AliExpress or seller places. So Amazon, AliExpress, Alibaba, all those places where you basically see products being sold. However, from experience, I can tell that it's a little bit more difficult to find good products as a beginner on those places, because if you actually have an eye for what a good product is, it's really simple to tell, all right, this is actually an amazing product, we can transfer this to Facebook. But in the beginning, it's better to find something which is already working on the platform you want to advertise on. So going to AliExpress or Amazon and searching for products there is an amazing strategy for advanced people and a pretty bad strategy for beginners. What I want to mention is all the techniques I just showed you are super powerful. However, all of them are useless if you don't have an eye for products and also if you don't select the right criteria. And this is exactly what we do in our program. Basically, in the program, we have 12 criteria. If you have a product which fits every single criteria, you basically have a winner. Now, obviously, it comes down to the back end. You need to make a good store, good ads, and have a good strategy on Facebook or TikTok or wherever as well. But the product itself actually has a proven concept that you can actually sell it. But on top of that, for example, one of the criteria is saturation. If it's saturated, it's not the easiest to sell. So as a beginner, it's almost impossible to tell if something is saturated or something is not. And there's a very fine line in between saturation and proven concept. And this is also why I'm personally going to look over the sheet you're going to do. And I'm going to tell you, okay, this product is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. We're going to narrow things down till we have the top product. And with only those products, we will start testing. So if you're interested in me and my team watching over your shoulder and telling you exactly step by step what to do, and it's not going to be only product research, it's going to be throughout the entire business model of dropshipping. If you're interested in that, click the link below and sign up for a call with me, and we're going to find out if everything is a good fit. And trust me, I only want people who are actually dedicated to making this work. I don't want to work with people who expect this to be a get-rich-quick thing, where they basically just think they're going to start working with me and I'm going to do the work for them. This is not an agency. I'm not going to give you a winning product. I'm not going to make a store for you. I'm not going to make an ad for you. I'm not going to run the ads for you. I'm not going to do any of those things. But I will tell you exactly what you need to do to become successful with dropshipping. If you do exactly what I tell you, it will work out. That's one thing. The other thing I'm going to give you is my entire network. All the suppliers I've been working with, all the videographers I've been working with, all the store creators, all the agencies, everybody who I know is now in your contact list. So whenever you need somebody, you just ask me, hey, I need a person who's doing extremely good ads. Can you refer me to somebody? Yes, here you go. Can you refer me to your best supplier? Sure. Here you go. I need a warehouse. I need to store my products so everybody has like 2-day delivery times. No problem. I'm going to provide that. So if you actually work with me, my network is yours. So if you're interested, sign up for the free call with me, but also keep in mind, we are actually really selective with who we work with, and we're not working with everybody randomly. So basically, talk to you soon.